So who's ready to earn some VC? Here we go. Who has blocked the most shots in NBA postseason history?
Was it Hakeem Olajuwon, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Tim Duncan, or Shaquille O'Neal? You know, I'd hate to drive in on any of those guys. Can you imagine how intimidating that would be? And if you guessed Tim Duncan, you would be correct. Blocking shots is a huge part of defense, and you know the old saying, defense wins championships. So, how...
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is a champion. But he said, growing up, I never thought about titles. I just wanted to be the best player I could be. When I got to the league, I was listening to all the noise, and it was taking control of my mind. For me, mentally, I have to just focus on my craft.
Clearly. David, thank you. So the net starting five. We've got Brown. Andre Drummond is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Curry in at the 2. And for the Pistons, we've got Cunningham. MP out there with Diallo. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Lee in at the point. Well, here we are, Clark, at the midway point of the season. Lots of guys banged up. Is it hard to decide for a player when to play through an injury and when to sit?
Yeah, you know, so many factors to consider there, Kevin. I mean, is the injury going to get worse by you trying to play? Is it a matter of pain tolerance and you won't do any additional damage? So that's the delicate dance you're trying to figure out when you're considering playing while not being 100%. The biggest one to me is obviously, is it a long-term impact if you continue to play?
And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Cunningham kicks to MP. And at the top of the key, Diallo. 5 on the clock. Here's MP. It's Drummond with the rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Brown, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws here for the night. No good on the free throw.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Pass to Cunningham. He dishes it to MP. Cunningham looking it over. Diallo the pass to MP. Back to Diallo. Basket good.
Cannot help but to love the court sense and the vision. That's a terrific find by MP.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn.
Really smart play from MP on the pick and roll, using it to create for his teammates.
Now Curry. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And Durant gets it to go.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here's MP. Pass to Cunningham. Here's Diallo. Pistons passing it around. Stewart in the corner. Cunningham with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And here's KD for 3. Rebound, Detroit. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
That mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
A different look here for Detroit. Marvin Bagley comes in for Isaiah Stewart. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Cunningham. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Simmons comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's good for 2.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
Lee dishes to MP. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Finished off the break. Irving's got his second bucket.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Lee kicks to Diallo. From deep. No good from Lee. Nets leading by 4. Outside Irving. Second shot opportunity. Outside for Simmons. Over MP. No good on that one. And it's Detroit the other way. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home just couldn't pull out the win.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
It's the Nets now, following the bucket by the Pistons. From 13, that doesn't go in either for Irving. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's MP, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
How about the tenacity from MP against stiff defense there, drawing a good foul and getting the shot to go.
Olenek, he's checked in for Detroit. Joseph comes in for Lee. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Aldridge. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Brown. Now here's Irving. He had 28 points in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Grant. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. MP outside. Back to Grant. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Olenek, and too long on the shot.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Harris passes to Irving. Back to Harris. Takes the 3. The rebound by Grant. The Pistons trailing. The pass to Joseph. Back to MP. And it's Joseph in the corner. Kicks it out to MP.
Simmons is very skilled on defense. He just knows where to be and how to guard whoever he's on. Versatile.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
I just go back to being in my backyard.
Pistons. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. MP comes in for Sadiq Bey. And Lee's subbed in for Corey Joseph. The Nets also changing it up. Drummond's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Aldridge comes in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Brown in for Harris. Simmons inside. Grant on him. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Here's Aldridge. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Jeremy Grant picks one up.
How about that for the old up fake? Aldridge knows exactly how to get a defender off.
You know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Drummond. Bruce Brown is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Seth Curry, and it's Simmons in at the 1. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, MP in the last game against the Pelicans lit up the floor. He had 10 points and was aggressive on the glass with 9 rebounds. And his play is what allowed them to finally bust free. Snapping a losing streak like that is huge for a team's confidence. Kevin, it'll be interesting to see if he can help them get another W tonight.
All right, David, thanks. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
You know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands. We'll see.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Grant, that's good.
I tell you, I like the fact that Grant is selective in the shots that he takes. He's looking for quality. He senses the defense is playing off him. As the pass is coming to him, he's prepared. He's getting shot ready as the pass is in the air.
To the inside, here's Aldridge. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And the Nets lead by 5.
Really rare to see a guy that's 6'11" have the kind of elite passing skills that Ben Simmons has. Really, really impressive.
MP with it. He's picked up by Drummond and finished off by Bagley.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Now here's Simmons. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Yeah, and his big night wasn't limited to his offense. His steals numbers were way up there, and it was a special night for him in just about every way.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Nets up 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
I need to go home.
Huh?
I need to go home.
Where was you, bro?
I got jumped on the way home.
Bro, that's not funny, bro.
Serious. Bro, cause they thought, bro, cause they said, it was like, hey bro, your name, you know somebody named Roberto? And I was like, no. And then they was like, why are you lying? And they was like, you ain't really married there. I don't know, years ago.
Why'd you stop, though? Why would you stop to talk to them?
We've got second half action for
I thought your mom would say, like, don't talk to strangers. She hasn't told you that?
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Diallo out there with MP. Then it's Cunningham. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Lee in at the point guard. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half.
Why Roberto?
3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
MP kicks to Cunningham.
Bro, how bad did they do you, bro?
MP against Irving. Stewart. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Curry. This is to Drummond.
Huh?
The kick out to Irving.
Your jugger lip.
From downtown. Unable to get that one. And Detroit the other way now.
Yeah, bro, you're lying. Because what is a jugger lip?
MP finds Stewart.
That's not something to joke about, bro. No, knock on wood, and let me hear you knock on wood.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand
Okay.
jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Irving dishes to KD. No good with the triple.
How are hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Clark, as good a scorer as ever. Durant just needs to stay healthy, right? Just to break all kinds of records.
I agree with that, Kevin. He is as lethal a scorer as we've seen. I mean, when you just talk about putting the ball in the basket, he's in the top 10 all time for my money.
Diallo, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside Curry. Outside for Durant. Drills it from outside. KD's got 13 points.
Well, that's a par for Durant. I mean, that's what he gives you, the ability to score at all three levels.
And now the first time out called here for Detroit. And the latest wrinkle in Seth Curry's game, creating for others with consistency.
And he's...
And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. Leading by 5. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Durant is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Irving. And it's Simmons in at the shooting guard. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Lee. And it's Grant in the corner. MP against Irving. And it's good, 2 points.
You know, we've turned into a shooter's league. There's no denying that. But MP knows scoring inside is timeless.
And here is Simmons. He kicks it to KD. Here's Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Pistons trail by 7. Pass to Grant. Back to Lee. The Pistons working the ball around now. Irving against MP. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Bro, they probably only done that because he helped, bro. My God.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
And that one's good, Irving.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Here's Stewart. A rebound by the Nets. Drummond's got his 6th rebound on the night.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the lead.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Now Grant. Here's MP. It's Drummond with the
They're
rebound.
just fouling me, bro.
Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game.
They gotta give me that, bro.
Irving looking over the floor. Over Lee. And it's Irving missing.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Lee kicks to Cunningham. The dish to MP. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
And in terms of size, not a typical center. But, man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Passes it to Drummond. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, with Drummond's free throw history, teams aren't afraid to get physical with him inside. I mean, they'll send him to the line before they give him an easy look.
Diallo, he's checked in for Grant. And a change for the Nets. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Simmons. MP against Curry. Now, here's MP. Defense right on him. And the shot goes in.
Lighting MP's competitive fire. When the game gets close, he is dialed in.
Inside. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Oh, big finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
What I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Diallo, the pass to MP. To the wing right side. Cunningham with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Cunningham's shot is off. Brooklyn leading by 7. Durant deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Here's Brown. And no good that time. Good defense by MP. And there's the pass to Diallo. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Oh, powerful finish. That's the intensity MP brings, firing up his teammates.
Down low. And the rejection by MP. Out to Lee. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Bro, I was stuck, bro.
Sensational mobile one block again.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
MP against KD. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Here's KD. Brown trying to free himself up. That one's not going to go. Pistons trailed by 5. Diallo with it. Guarded now by Durant. Diallo, the pass to MP.
And there haven't been too many players who've had to prove themselves as much as MP. With all the hype he had coming into the league, he had to go out and make the doubters into believe.
Guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on. This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Curry on the wing. And again, no good by Brooklyn. To the middle, a solo fast break. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
KD against MP. And there's the call on Durant. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're down by 1. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Lee kicks to MP. Now here's Cunningham, guarded by KD. Curry against MP. Money!
Possessing that clutch gene. There's a reason MP has the ball in these moments.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 1. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game. I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And so the big win by Detroit in a tight game. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's going to happen. How is this thing going to play out?
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
do you think you deferred to your teammates just a bit too much in this one?
Nah, I later set up my Kings to help them shine. That's what I'm all about, man. Look, what could be better than that?
Well, it just looked like you passed up some solid scoring
I
opportunities.
think you need to check the tape then. I was on point all night.
I'm not saying you weren't.
Kind of odd, though.
But that's how.
Okay, look,
how
agree to disagree. Life's too short to get all riled up about it. I appreciate what you're trying to do, though, Frank. Everybody got to feed their family.